What's up, YouTube? If you're watching this video, then you probably saw the debate between the brother out of Chicago who says that Jesus equals Zeus, and the two brothers out of Buffalo who's defending the position that Jesus don't equal Zeus. So from here on in, I'm going to refer to the elder brother, the elder who says that Jesus equals Zeus. I'm going to refer to him as Chicago, and I'm going to refer to the two brothers in Buffalo as Buffalo. And the reason I'm doing that is because their Hebrew names don't flow off my tongue as easily as an English name. I just can't remember their names, and I don't mean any disrespect, or I don't mean to offend anybody. Now, before I watch any of the videos, the debate videos, and there was some previous videos that they made as to why they were even having the debate to begin with. Before I watch any of those videos, I had seen a video made by the brother in Chicago, and where he's talking about that he lost the debate, and he's referring to the debate that they had whether or not Jesus equals Zeus. And in that video, he's more or less, at the time I didn't know it, but he's more or less mocking the debate, or mocking the Buffalo brothers by saying, oh, he lost the debate, and since he lost the debate, he's going back to his Christian ways. He's gonna be, he's proud to be a Negro, and he's gonna start eating pork and celebrating Christmas, and he puts on a Santa Claus hat. And while he was doing all of that, I just felt something was peculiar or strange about his behavior, and I commented on it that I thought the brother was off his rocker. And then someone wrote and said that he was only joking. But my point is, I also made the point in another video, whether he was joking or whether he was serious, their behavior was still strange. It was illogical, it was irrational behavior to even mock the brothers up in Buffalo, whether you won the debate or lost the debate. So that was my point. So I went on to look at the 15 videos and look at the videos as to why the debate even took place. And in the first video, when the brothers in Buffalo said that the Chicago brothers didn't even inform him of the debate, he's the one who wanted to set up the debate. The Chicago brother wanted to set up the debate, and the brothers in Buffalo agreed to have the debate. And then the Chicago brother schedules the debate without even informing the Buffalo brothers. So right there, I figured that was some underhanded stuff. I figured, that lends even more support to my theory that this brother's off his rocker. Number two, the Chicago brother, he took issue with the Buffalo brothers using his words in his statement. The Buffalo brothers use videos of Chicago to basically to criticize and analyze or critique his videos. And the Chicago brother took a big issue with that. And the Chicago brother have done the same thing with other people's videos. I've seen him do the same thing, because I had debated the Chicago brother myself on different issues, but that's another story. So by him taking issue with the Buffalo brothers using his videos, I'm thinking this dude got an attitude problem. That's number two. And a third point in the video, this is toward the end of the video, when the Chicago brother failed to prove his point about whether Jesus is equal to Zeus, he goes on to try to insult the brothers up in Buffalo by saying, the only reason why you want to hold on to the name of Jesus is because you're making money off this, and you probably got women in your congregation. They didn't say, the Buffalo brothers didn't say exactly what he said, but they said he said something evil that they were doing to their women. I'm going to be straight out true. He probably said that. He probably said something like, you're probably taking the women in your congregation's money, and you're probably fucking the women in your congregation. That's probably, you know, whatever it was, he said something insulting about the Buffalo brothers. So they more or less wanted to shut down a debate because Chicago didn't prove anything. So that's the third thing that makes me think that Chicago's off his rocker. Now, I watched the debate. I think the Buffalo brothers proved their point, you know, as far as the 70 elders making sure that the Hebrew was translated or transliterated into Greek properly, and that we got the name of Jesus, that the book is preserved and inspired. I guess the 70 elders' job, it was their job to do that. So I like that part when they made that point. I think the brother in Chicago was more or less all over the map in the debate and wasn't really sure of himself. Although I see what he was trying to do when he was trying to connect dots as far as Zeus being born or originating out of Crete, and Crete meaning Christian, and Christian meaning idiot, and the most popular god in Greek culture was Zeus. So therefore, that's how Jesus equals Zeus, because in Latin, Jesus is Jesus. Jesus. They just changed the vowel sound of the U from the long U to the short U, as in lust, Jesus instead of Jesus or Jesus. So the brother was trying to make that connection to lend support to the fact that Jesus is equal to Zeus. Now, I heard this theory before from Moors that Jesus equals Zeus, but they were saying look in a dictionary, look under the word Zeus, and then when you look under the word Zeus, there's some other Greek deity that starts with a D, and you look further, it tells you what that deity is, and this word means an idiot or whatever. But they never, the Moors never even made a thorough or a strong case for Zeus equaling Jesus. And then you, but what I do find it sort of suspicious that they jump from, if his name was Yeshua or Yahushua, why couldn't they just use the word Joshua for Jesus? Why did they have to go from Yeshua all the way to Jesus? If transliteration, you're supposed to come as closely to the spelling or to the sound of the word, because Jesus does not sound anything like Yeshua or Yahushua, but Joshua really don't even sound that much alike. But anyway, I've also heard that the Greeks did not want to use the Old Testament prophet's name. They didn't even want to say their name. It was an insult for them to say the name of the Hebrew prophets, or so they just replaced the Old Testament Hebrew prophet's name with their gods, their Greek god Zeus. So that's something to be investigated, you know. So I want to know what you guys think. Me personally, I think the Buffalo brothers won the debate. I think the guy out of Chicago is a little off his rocker, and I think I know he was trying to connect the dots, but I don't think he just knew how to connect the dots. And I would like to see somebody who subscribes to this theory come on and debate, but know what they're talking about. And plus, the brother out of Chicago had help from the PAL talkers. The people in PAL